Welcome back to Lorehammer, the WaaaRghPG. Today we're playing some Freebootas, an RPG. We got session 3 here. We got joining me 3 little Orky boys. We got our dungeon daddy himself, Court.
Yeah, right on. Session 3. This is going to be good.
Yes.
I hope you're all ready to play. So we'll see.
I was ready to die when I signed up for this.
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought I'd be dead session 1. I'm not going to lie. My luck.
To quote Michael Scott, I'm ready to be heard again. So,
no, we've had some fun role playing as orcs, orc pirates, essentially, just doing some shenanigans. So it's been pretty fun, and I'll let Court kind of give us a recap if he so chooses.
Yeah, so we've had 2 sessions prior to this. It's been fantastic. So we kind of started out with a big, fun Necron fight. Spoiler alert, if you haven't listened to the first 2 sessions, what are you doing? Don't start here. Go back.
What are you, insane?
Yeah, geez. God. Do you even care about yourself? Do you have self-worth if you're just doing that? So, so we had our big piratical crew basically fight off some Necrons, but the Necrons started phasing out, and your crew started kind of getting chewed up a bit and crash landed into a planet. Your captain had died. You were the only 3 survivors, and this was kind of a desolate planet that you happened to find. You were met with some Xenos resistance in the form of these weird desert spiders, and happened upon a Imperial encampment, like an outpost, and they were not friendly. They did not appreciate the green, as it were, and you got yourself into a little bit of a firefight, and which you overcame and won, and kind of basically acquired their vehicle and are now beelining it to a nearby starport that is in the system, just kind of above you, really. That's a pretty quick overview. There's, I think, a lot of important plot points, and go back and listen to them if you don't remember. But if you guys just want to just quickly, briefly, just introduce yourselves, your character, and then we're going to kind of jump right into it if anybody has questions. Please go for it. Yes, they are on the planet Alpha Primus. So one of our wonderful patrons, Alpha Primus, his name was used in this RPG. And we've used a few other fun Patreon patron names because you guys have been fantastic. So we want to give a little bit of a shout out. So yeah, thank y'all.
Yeah, well, my character, I'm playing Grubbins, the Grot. Grubbins! And I've been having fun avoiding death at every turn, as all Grots do.
Yeah.
and I play the part of Captain Graf Mangler. I apologize to the listeners in advance. I was suffering from a weekend bout of Nurgle's blessing, so my voice acting might not be on par tonight.
Yeah, but the imagination's there, so that's fine, and body.
We hear it in our heads, the right voice.
That's right.
Yeah. It's still better than Logan's voice, so.
What are you talking about? I am Marcius, the Feathered One. How dare you speak to me in such a way? And my hat doesn't like you either.
The weirdest weird boy of them all. Yes.
What does that think about me?
Our odd crew.
For sure.
Captain, you're a good orc.
Yeah. So ragtag crew, very good. I think you guys are looking to maybe expand and loot, get some get some good crumping in, which you already have in this past 2 sessions. It's been good. If I could give little hints and things, I would say that, remember, you once had a captain. He has since passed, and now you have a new captain. And perhaps some important items were obtained from said previous captain. Perhaps. Logan, you just gave me the look of like, oh dear God, did I not remember this?
Because I remember
Wrote
we forgot
this
about the skull
down.
fragment last time.
Oh.
The skull
What
fragment.
did we forget? What did we forget? We forgot this. It's the skull fragment. We have skull fragment. He has his hat. He has his telescope, and I have 2 of his teeth. So I remembered.
The teef tally is 2. We want to make sure
I have 2 from the captain. We took
2
a
from the
bunch
captain.
those other
Okay.
dead bodies.
Yeah, you guys
What?
were ganking human teeth for a
Yeah.
hot second there, but
Do it again.
Well, we're gonna have to figure out the conversion rate of Humi teeth to orc teeth.
Yeah.
I think we said it
I'm
was
not
like
sure.
5 to 1 or
I think 5 to
1.
1. It might have been 5 to 1.
Either one.
not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, it's the classic.
I know. I was
dwarves,
too busy
5 to
chopping
1.
up umis with my buzzer, so I don't think
Yeah.
I was able to get tea for that one.
Yeah. Well, I hope you guys aren't missing a specific item that maybe you didn't mention. So
I said we
There
had
was
the skull
something that
fragment,
had symbols on
you
it.
did.
that we
You
couldn't
did
read.
say that.
and someone has a scroll.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
All right, so we're good. Okay. Cool. Well,
Maybe.
so let's just paint the picture a little bit. You guys are on your way in this Imperial, I would say smaller kind of gunship, but it's more made for transport of crates, goods, maybe mid-sized weapons. It's a transport, but it is equipped with some firepower, which you evaded. Or didn't. I think some of you got hit a little bit. But you're in this ship, beelining it to what you know to be Port Naya. Naja, Port Naya. And this is a fun little Massive Attack reference. If you know, you know. So you can see it. You can visually see it. It was marked as basically like a star, or Logan, as you had called it. It doesn't work when you're muted.
Shut up. The twinkle! My wife was talking to the dog, and I didn't think anyone wanted to hear that. The twinkle! It's
The twinkle. Yes. Yes. So you guys are headed that way. And just give me a little bit of a picture of what you guys are doing. Who's flying this? What roles are you taking as you're kind of in this Imperial kind of cargo vessel?
I think so. I was the first one on there. Grubbins was the first one on, and Grubbins is starting to feel mischievous. This is like right after the battle, and when my 2 fellow orcs get onto the ship, I'm trying to play a fast one, and like, welcome to my ship, welcome aboard my ship. Just little things like that.
Because Grubbins is the only one small enough to fit into the cockpit.
Yeah, only Grubbins can fly. Grubbins is
right.
the captain. I have a rule called sneaky git, and I would like to use it right off the bat.
Ooh,
I like to think we've been flying now for a couple minutes. I've been sliding in some. Yep, Grubbins' wings are the best wings in the galaxy, Grubbins. But the rule's called sneaky git. Once per session, you may completely convince anyone in your party of a single thought or idea. However, this will only last for 4 days. So I target Captain Graf Mangler, and I say, Mr. Mangler, I think I'm the captain now. I have the ship, you have no ship. I think it's a good idea. Grubbins is the captain.
Are you going to let him talk to you like that? He's a grunt.
Can I roll to resist this?
You cannot, but it is D4 days, so you will have to roll for that, Mark, because it might not last all 4 days. It is D4 days.
Yeah, I'll roll that right now. Only a 1, but I'll take it.
Okay.
For a day, it's better than not.
Okay.
Okay, I can roll with this.
What are you talking about? He's the one flying the ship. He needs to be the captain.
I'm just going to stare at Grubbins like he's crazy.
No, it makes perfect sense. Grubbins flies. Grubbins the captain. Grubbins now wears the hat. Give Grubbins the hat. And
Makes perfect sense to me.
So I take the hat and I put it onto the chair and use it as like the phone books to sit on, So now I can see over the windshield. And let's keep fly. As first rule of captain, I say we fly to the twinkle.
Works
Right, that's a good idea, Captain.
Okay. Yeah. So what I picture really is like Captain Graf and Morpheus. You guys are kind of in like. Have you ever seen? Well, I essentially fucking hope the answer is yes. This Aliens.
What
movie
movie?
Aliens. Aliens.
Mhm.
What movie?
Oh my gosh.
Boot 'em.
So
I don't think we've ever referenced it before.
okay, good point. So remember the drop ship that comes down out of I believe it's the Sulaco.
The
So
one that
it-
inspired the Pelican from Halo.
Yes. So it's small cockpit, and in the back it's much larger cargo space. So I imagine it's similar to that, and you guys, Morpheus and Captain Graf, are just kind of like sticking your head in a little bit to the cockpit. And Grubbins, you're like reaching all over. Like it is not an easy thing to fly this. So I will be it basically looks something like that. Yeah, and if you're a member on our Patreon, then you can see what we're talking about. An Arvis lighter, yeah, I'll go with that. I didn't have anything specific in mind, but I would say that works.
This is what I pictured when you described it earlier.
Perfect. Okay, well that's basically it. So Grubbins, I will need a bit of let's do a roll to start the game. I'm going to need presence. I need you to be pretty aware of feeling these controls and kind of seeing what they do. You are learning as you're doing this. But yeah, give me a presence roll.
I rolled a 17 and no bonus.
Oh, wow. Okay. I was going to need a 14 on that because of a bit of a higher difficulty. So yeah, you're making some mistakes here and there. You're feeling it out. You're feeling where the thrusters kind of go and what's going on. There's flashing lights, and you love flashing lights, and you can kind of click these buttons as alarms go off. You can shut them down, and you're good.
Going.
Yeah. It's not a smooth ride, I'll say this though. Like it's not a very smooth ride. You're able to kind of get out of orbit, and once you guys make your way basically out of the stratosphere, it all just kind of goes dark and peaceful and quiet, and it's serene and it's beautiful, and you fucking hate it. There's it's just too peaceful. You don't like this, but as you kind of veer the ship over, kind of it's moving slightly, not a huge, not like turbulent, but it's just kind of shifting. You do see in the distance, I'm going to say a smaller kind of starport that you can compare with. Most of it seems damaged in the back. I think we kind of covered this a little bit, but most of it seems like it had been damaged and repaired and just kind of decommissioned in the second half of it. In the front half, what you do see is like a ship coming in to kind of dock, and then possibly looking into like what you can see is like a bay area and maybe two other ships as well. But you're making your way that way. And I would say you probably have maybe 20 to 30 minutes. I mean, you've been traveling a little bit of time, 20 to 30 minutes before you basically reach this destination. Is there anything you guys want to be doing, prepping, or anything before you reach kind of the docking area of Port Naya?
I'm just trying to get the hat to talk again.
How do you try?
I'm talking to the hat
Okay.
and asking it why it won't talk anymore, even though it talked in front of everybody. You talked in front of everybody on the planet. Now we're in a ship and you're just staring at me like I'm a moron. Talk to me, hat! The hat just blind look, just
Yeah. Staring at you.
staring
I
at
like
me.
to think I'm your
unblinking.
hat the way these screens are stacked.
I know, right?
Act as your little peacock for you.
The role of my hat will be played by Mark tonight.
Yeah, and Graf's just kind of checking his coat and making sure his buzzer works, and then just rummaging through his snazza gun and his chopper. So making
Okay.
sure all his gear still works.
Cool.
Grubbins is getting a little more courageous, and he says,
Crew, give me an inventory log. What do we have? Go around the ship and gather up everything. What's in that crate?
and I'm just going to see if I can boss these two big old orcs around on my ship here and get them to open crates and stuff.
I'm going to look right at you and go, I'm not doing that. And then go back to talking to the hat.
Well, yeah, no, you have important things to do. Yes, okay. Graf.
I'm still under control of the sneaky git, so. Oh, Captain!
I'm just going to stare at him like. He's a Graf. Whatever.
Yes, Graf. You're a good Graf.
Yeah, so I'm trying to get like anything on this ship, any type of inventory log that we could come up with. Any was there anything on it?
Morkius, are you? Yeah, Graf, roll presence. Morkius, you are not helping in this, correct?
No, I'm
Okay.
fighting with a hat.
Yep, Graf, roll me a presence check, please.
Nat 20.
Fucking hell! Wow. Okay, Nat 20. Good job. Good job. I will give you a couple things here, but I want you to come up with something. With that 20, I will give you not anything, but I think on it. Okay. But in the meantime, you're able to find a single med kit again. Okay. This will have, I would say it's going to heal up to D4. It's a bit of a heftier one. So D4 healing possibilities. You're also going to find a bolt pistol, which in your guys' hands is relatively small. You'll find a net, a pretty sizable net, like in great condition. I would say it spans probably 30 feet. You can gather 30 feet. And you find flares. Let's say you find, we're going to roll for it. 8. You find 8 usable flares. And let's give you, you know what, chat, come up with some cool items here, and I'm going to pick one of them. But we're going to move forward. But I want chat to jump in and feed into this a little bit. So give me a fun like Imperial item that we might be able to give these guys. It will take you a little bit of time to kind of search through this graph. So I'm going to say it will probably take you the 20 minutes or so to get to the spaceport. No, you're not getting the names of lost Primarchs. Jeez, that's terrible. A melter grenade.
Ooh, that's
okay. That's winning so far. Let's see, Imperial primer.
Like the spray paint or the book? What are we talking here?
Before or after use?
Just as a fun thing, you're gonna find a what looks to be like a gun handle, and there's a long end on it, and it's flat, and there's these kind of like things that spread out from it, and almost like little planks, and you see that there's like rubber bands attached to each sides, and you're not sure what this thing would even do, but it's black. It's got a firearm handle. And it's a long, maybe it's about a foot long.
Huh.
It's got rubber bands attached.
It's right next to that Imperial primer.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it. Yeah. Shovel. Good, Fuzz. I like that. You're going to get a shovel for sure. And I'll give the melter grenade. Yep. Good. All right. Zach, good call. A good call on the melt. That chain shovel. I love that. But no.
It's a puzzle, but a shovel.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's basically for you. It's it's not really a shovel. It'd be more of like a large like spoon. It's sharp though. It's sharp. You can maybe use it. But yes, so you're going to find a melter grenade, which you recognize as a grenade. You've seen these, so you know what it's capable of. A shovel and some unknown artifact that may or may not relate to Games Workshop. Fan art of a female space marine? I don't think so. Alpha Primus. Sorry. No.
No cannot say of that anywhere.
Once per chat. Once per chat.
Yeah. But you do find like some trinkets essentially, and you find like what kind of look like dog tags with the Imperial Aquila on them. You do find like a small canteen. It's empty, and you find so any sort of like necklaces or some sort of medals maybe that would have the Aquila. You see the word Emperor on multiple items and stuff like literature as far as
grabbing
like,
the
books.
dog tags as we find them, taking a chomp, like I have nothing, like just throwing stuff because all this is just worthless. None of it's shiny. None of it's blue.
It's not blue, but it's definitely like the I would say dog tags have a metallic vibe. You find you find like a medallion like of the Aquila. So kind of goldish, tarnished, but it might look a little valuable. Yeah, it's metal. You bite it, sure.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh God, the chat is going wild. Conrad's yes. No, you do not find an 8x10 glossy of Conrad Kurz that says with love Kurz.
With all my heart.
With all my heart and all your flesh, Kurz.
It's written in blood.
Yeah. So you find some decent usable stuff. Now, just as you kind of put all this together and you start sorting it, you do hear Port Naya to unidentified ship. Identify yourself. You are approaching the docking bay. Identify yourself immediately. It comes from a small circle in front of you. You didn't know was possible in making this this clear of sound now because you did hear something previously when you guys were taking off, but now it is calling for a response.
Graf, there's a human in the machine.
Oh, me in the machine.
Yeah, it's the console underneath.
What's
you
he
saying? You see a flashing red light as it goes. It calls again. Port Naya to what appears to be, and there's a pause. Imperial ship, and it cuts straight to the point. Identify yourself. Identify yourself immediately.
Grabbins no wants to be captain no more.
And I kind of slink back.
What you talk about? You're the captain now. You go be the captain.
You're the Meanest. You're the captain. This is your problem now, Graf. This is Captain Graf.
Yeah.
You're still
hat on him.
Am I still under control of the sneaky get?
Yeah. And Grubbins, I would say you're focused on flying. I mean, you're getting closer to this, and as you guys get closer, you do not see any signs of the Aquila on this. You see that this there's almost no decoration or flourishment of any sort on this void station.
Do any of you speak human?
My hat might. I'm gonna take off the hat and I'm gonna stick it through the thing and hold it above the microphone to see if it'll talk.
Will it?
I don't know. Should I roll for it?
Sure, yeah.
What do you think I need to get the hat? Just my presence?
Yeah, give it a presence.
I got an 18, so the hat will start speaking to the station. Hello, good sir. How can I help you?
Identify yourself immediately.
I am Gorkius, hat of Morkius. How can I help you?
There's a long pause. Are you not Imperial citizens?
Are we all not children of the Emperor, my brother?
You hear back after I get another decent pause. The Emperor's reach is mighty, but not infinite.
That sounds like something a heretic would say. You must give us refuge. Our captain has abandoned the ship, and we've been floating through space.
Prepare to be boarded. You are welcome in, but no firearms will be necessary. Throw down any weapons you have and come out and cooperate.
Of course, we are unarmed, brother. We serve the Emperor.
And there's silence.
And no one understands this, right? Because the hat, we don't speak Humi.
I would say you understand a decent amount of it.
Okay, so the hat just lied to them. But they're going to let us dock.
So, by the way, Gerald has made his item known to me of what he has found. I may not. I'm not even going to say what it is. It's going to be a secret between Gerald and I at this point. So, former Captain Graf Mangler as a secret item.
Well, wouldn't he be captain now because he's under the control of the Sneaky Git? The Sneaky Git said you're captain again, so now he's captain again.
That is up to you guys how you want to play that out.
This rule says, I can only convince one person of a single thought. So he's not continually listening to me. So the thought was that I am the captain.
That you were the captain.
Yep.
So I'm still going to follow that for the rest of the day.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Yeah, so anything else I tell you, you don't have to listen to anything else. It's just that one thought.
Yep.
Well, he's a good orc, and he follows his captain's orders.
Okay. You guys make your way. Are you making your way towards the docking station?
Yeah, I'll keep flying in. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Essentially, you just see this kind of huge port. These big doors open up, just kind of like a mouth. And it's a classic sci-fi thing. You're going to fly into it. I will need a pretty good piloting test here to see how this works for you. So give me a presence roll there, Grubbins.
Another 17.
Fuck. Damn it. All right. Yep.
The dice roller's broken.
RNG gods are smiling upon us tonight.
Yeah. You as you guys make your way and approach in, you do see there are 3 other ships that appear to be in there. 2 are what you kind of recognize as something similar to what you're flying in terms of aesthetic and style. They're Imperial class freighters, so definitely more of the cargo transport on a larger scale. But one sticks out to you, one in particular. It appears to be in a little bit of disrepair, but is armored and is smaller in comparison to the 2 other ships, and looks to be retrofitted in certain ways. You guys can kind of tell, as somebody who is very good at retrofitting things, because you guys are orcs. This appears to be Imperial in origin, but has kind of had some sort of modifications to it, and you recognize it as a Thunderhawk. It is
Metal men.
It is black and gray, but bears no sigils of any kind whatsoever, no markings. Okay. Yeah, you guys come in, and I would say, Grubbins, you land this thing decently smooth. I wouldn't say it's a beautiful ballet of a landing, but you don't crash this in by any means. You're quite proud of yourself at this point. You've kind of gotten the hang of it. And the door, the 2 bay doors close behind you guys, and you see that there's no one. There's no one standing around. It's quite large. Like, I would say this takes up the majority of the working area that you were able to see on this spaceport, because the rest of it was in great disrepair, maybe even blown in half. but yeah, closes. And then over the comms one more time, you hear exit your craft with no weapons.
Well, who's first? Let's go see what's out there.
You're the captain. You lead the way.
No,
Crap,
Captain
always
waits
go
on his
first.
ship. Captain's always the last on his ship. That's what they say. Captain's the last one.
But you're the captain. You always got to lead the war.
Well,
Grubbin's just gonna like stiffen up his posture. He's like clearly been bested and outsmarted. He has nothing else to say to that.
Okay.
So he grabs the captain's hat like very proudly. He puts his weapons down and walks down the ramp with the captain's hat. Very, very noble. Like
Okay. Are you guys following?
I'm going last. I think we're gonna get shot because of that.
We're going to get shot.
So yeah, you guys are following behind. I know you are Morkius last, but Graf.
Graf stows his buzzer and his secret item in his coat. If they can't see it, it means we don't have them.
Based and red pill.
The room goes dark for a moment. Just poof, all lights go out, and then you see multiple red lights kick on for just the briefest of seconds, and then phew, it kicks back. And in the corner, you hear a door open, like a sliding mechanism, and out walks a Humie. He's dressed in tattered garb with some makeshift armor. As he kind of approaches, you notice that he is armed. He has a pistol at his side, but he's not pointing it at you. In fact, I would say you're met with a little bit of ease. As he approaches closer, you see that his garb matches a little bit of that which the Imperial Guard folks were wearing on that planet that you just left. However, any sort of metal insignia with the Aquila has been welded over or scratched out. He approaches and looks down and looks back up at you and sighs a little bit and says, "Are you fucking kidding? 3 greenskins. You said you were Imperial. What's your business here?"
The hat said we were Imperial and he's a liar. And the hat's just not going to move at all. It's just going to remain stationary.
He turns over his shoulder and glances back at the door, which is closed, and nods as if to signal for something, and then looks back at you. What's your business here?
we're just en route to the Twinkle to find a new ship to go raiding and looting.
Twinkle? What's the Twinkle?
That's right, Captain. You tell him.
Green. It's the big green in the sky.
It must be licked per the hat.
You see his eyes kind of like widen, like, dear God, what have I gotten myself into? And so he kind of shakes it off and says, like, well, you're orcs, so you're armed?
We are.
I got arms.
Grubbins is we're flailing our arms. We don't understand. Like,
I'm going to grab the peacock's wings and just start doing this with them.
We got arms. You got arms.
He starts to laugh, and he laughs it off. In fact, he kind of stands at ease a little bit more, and he's going to approach you, Grubbins. He's going to walk towards you. He towers over you a decent amount. He's about twice your size. And he says, "Are you the one in charge?"
Yeah. Captain Grubbins always has been.
Well, if you're looking for looting and raiding, you might be in the right place.
You're the first human I've met that I might like.
Well, there's a few more where we came from. So he looks back over and signals, and the door is going to open again. And you're going to see a few more humies, similar kind of garb. You'll see a servo skull fly out, a skull flying out. And it goes directly towards one of the ships just to observe. The other humies kind of just go about their business, almost like they had left their station as you approached, and then now are coming back to work. And they just go, they're starting to work on some of the ships. They're starting to load cargo. All seems to have settled down a little bit. And so he kind of crosses his arms and says, well, maybe we can chat a bit. My name's Gerald, or you can call me Jay Kinsley, at your service. Now, what can I do for you?
Grubbins demands to know what this place is.
This is Port Naya. You not heard of it?
Maybe we have a different name in Orcish.
Well, you spoke of the Emperor. What do you know of the Emperor?
I don't know anything about no Emperor.
You spoke of him, and he kind of gets a little bit more stern, like a little more cautious. Someone said something about the Emperor and called me brother.
It was the hat. The hat knows things. Again, just dead-eyed stare from the hat.
Okay. Well, he's going to shake it off again a little bit and say, well, you're welcome to dock here, but only temporarily, and we require payment. And seeing as you are capable, and he almost says humans, and just kind of stops and says, folk, I would assume you do have some form of payment.
Yes, we got payment.
And I kind of like instinctually put my hand back towards Graf to like give me some teeth, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right, Captain.
Yeah, so I got a good, nice handful of rattling teeth, and I hand them on over to Jay.
Okay, so he, as you're doing this, he smiles, thinking he's going to be paid. What you see is like 3 solid gold teeth on one side of his mouth, and he just like his smile flashes for a moment because he's got 3 gold teeth. But upon seeing the teeth drop in your hand, that smile fades, and he looks just confused. And he says, "Haven't you got anything more legitimate?
Like shiny?
Shiny, dangerous?"
I will take off like the medallion.
Only shiny I have is this.
And he takes it from you and looks at it real quick, and throws it behind his shoulder. Throws it away.
You shouldn't have done that. That was drop-ins.
You shouldn't be messing with things you don't know. I know that all too well. Most folk on here know that all too well. We here are free. We're not heretics. We're not murderers. We're free people. And we don't want to be ruled by the tyranny of some fucking emperor.
Do you have a captain?
We have one that we call leader. Assigns us jobs.
He be the emperor? The biggest and the baddest?
He's bad, all right. He's not the biggest, but if you're looking for answers, he might be the one. However, we still have payment to receive.
You want to fight?
What you got? And he throws his head back and laughs. And he looks around and he kind of sees that other people are kind of just like watching and laughing a little bit. He puts his one arm up and then points right at you. And in that moment, you see a sentry gun out of the corner. You hear this rotor just kind of point itself at you. And he just starts laughing. He says, "We don't fight here. We fight out there.
That's
This
a
isn't
big
a place."
shooter, Captain.
This
Yeah.
doesn't seem like the place for us.
No. But if you need a direction, this might be the place. If you need some sort of crew, this might be the place. However, we don't fight here. We're here because we didn't want to fight.
I'm gonna like look over to Graph and like, as subtly as an orc can be, say,
It's gonna be very easy to take this place if they don't fight.
very subtle, you know.
Well, you got a nice ship here. You got a nice place here.
We do. We do. What is your purpose exactly? What brings you here?
We're trying to get to the Twinkle,
The Great Green.
Green. And he kind of thinks about it for a moment. Oh, the beacon? Then we have a decent beacon atop the ship for navigational purposes. It is green. Is that what you're referring to?
We must see it.
It's a light. That's all it is.
Wow.
Kim Hawkey's lick it.
Can we?
Please,
If you
please
can-
let me lick it.
If you can breathe in space, you can look at. You guys are crazy. You know what?
Of
I
course
think
we can brave in space.
Can you not?
Here's the issue at hand, though. You have no payment, and
He gave you teeth, sir.
the teeth don't buy much around here. Though we do have a few other folks, such as yourselves, on board that might take your teeth and see what they can do with it. But
What kind of
it's
payment are you looking after?
gold, weapons, supplies, information.
What do I know of the ship from before? Like our old ship that crashed on the planet. Do I think that like that would have any use to kind of like give the location? Like is it scrappable? Is kind of the question.
You guys thought that it might be usable if you were to try and like throw something together. In comparison to the ships that you are seeing now, it's not impressive.
Yeah. So okay. So like not even. Yeah. Okay.
Our former captain knew some stuff. He had something. He gave something to us before he passed.
Like what?
Who has the device with the symbols on it?
Not me.
You?
Was it me? I had the hat, and he had the telescope.
I think I have the skull fragment.
I guess it was me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I give him the two with the symbols and stuff on it.
Okay. So you just hand over this digital scroll.
Yeah, the one that the captain gave us
Yeah.
before he died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as you kind of reveal it, you notice his eyes widen, and he takes it from you and looks at you and kind of like just holds it close for a moment, like trying to maybe put his shoulders up a touch just so others can't see. And he says, "How did you get this?"
That was given to us by our former captain.
Have you looked at this?
Couldn't quite figure it out.
I see. Well, I would say this payment is sufficient. You can dock here for a couple days. Yeah. You know what? You should meet Sid's. I believe you should meet Sid's. Yeah. Go
Who's that?
see. Sid's is He's a man in charge. He's not the emperor, as you would have said, but he's the one who
Big boss.
gives
the boss.
jobs.
Okay.
Does he get the kind of jobs that leads to crumpins?
Oh, yeah. Yes, he does.
I might like this one.
Yes. We'll see since.
Yeah.
And with that, I'm gonna kind of like turn around, face Graf, climb up his leg, climb up onto his shoulder, and point off into the direction we need to go.
Cool. It's pretty obvious. I would say it's pretty much the door that he kind of came through. He's gonna put this digital scroll in his coat pocket, essentially, kind of slide it in there. He walks with a little bit more pep in his step as he leads you guys out of the docking area, down a long corridor, long gray corridor. You pass by just a few doors that kind of that open up and slide open, and you're able just to kind of see the briefest of storage areas, some computer systems, nothing of real importance, but he gets you to two double doors that slide open, and what it appears to be is like a bar. You guys see it's lively, and it kind of think like the cantina in Star Wars. Not as upbeat, but there's all different types of people. You see Humies, you see some possible Xenos, and they're sitting chatting, but there's a orange glow in the corner that kind of looks like it leads to another hallway, and that's where he's taking you. As you guys kind of pass this bar area, you hear a very familiar sound. You hear this laughter and grumbling, and you recognize it to be Ork. And you turn and look, and there's, sure enough, there's about half a dozen other greenskins in the far corner as you guys turn around. And you can just kind of see them laughing to themselves. They tower over everything in here. Big. Well equipped. Armed even. And they just kind of look at you and scoff and laugh a bit.
Looks like Grubbin's found a new crew.
Yeah, go talk to them. That'll work out great.
Not yet. Soon. I was serious about taking this place. There's a lot of orcs here.
So he's going to lead you. Jay is going to lead you down this kind of orange glowing hallway. And it comes and it wraps basically around what would have been kind of the back of the bar area that you can recognize. And it's just a simple wooden door that he leads you to. And he even knocks on it. And you hear this, yeah. And he opens it. And he kind of motions you guys in. You have to, I would say the Morpheus and Graf, if you're to walk in, you have to kind of squeeze in a little bit. You have to kind of sidestep and duck for sure. So Jay is going to kind of step in, and he's going to kind of motion you inwards.
Walk in.
Cool. Yeah, it's a beautiful, ornate, what you would think is like what you've heard of would be like a library. It's really just an office, but there's books everywhere. There's a desk. It's warmly lit by red LEDs above, and a man stands at his desk. He's an older Humie. He's got a long gray beard, a dark green cloak, and has some sort of ornate adornments on what you would kind of call like minor armor, almost like ceremonial, really. He does carry a long sword at his side, and you see that he is armed with another one of those bolt pistols. Golden kind of like tassels hang from his shoulders on both sides. However, you see no insignia of the Imperium. Jay is going to walk over to this man, and he hands him the scroll that you gave up. And he looks, his eyes widened, and then looks up at you guys. And Jay leans in and whispers something into this man's ears. And you see this man kind of smile and nod. And Jay starts to walk out of the room. He kind of nods at you guys and says, "It was a pleasure," and leaves. This man says, "My name's Sids. Perhaps you've heard of me. And welcome to Port Naya. It's a pleasure to have you here, gentlemen. Gentle guys.
Why do
It's a
you
pleasure to have you
insult
guys."
us?
Insult?
Nothing gentle here.
Such great orcs of Crumpin, is it? Yeah, Crumpin, right?
Yes, and green. We're
Yes,
green too.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the green ones, yes.
We lots of good grumping.
So what brings you here?
We've come to look at the light.
The light. The beacon.
The green twinkle must be licked. The hat decrees it.
You guys are crazy. Well, let me ask you this. What do you know of this? And he kind of holds the digital scroll in his hand, kind of waving it a little bit. Surely you know something.
That was something our captain had. We were riding some skelly boys, and then our ship crashed on the planet below. Our captain died with it. He gave us that scroll there. So we tried to make our way off.
Anything else he might have given you? Anything of deeper importance?
Gave me confidence.
And he looks at each of you, kind of like trying to maybe catch a lie in your guys' eyes. So skelly boys, what's a skelly boy? Metal?
I see, yeah. A big, tall, thin tin man.
Yeah. And he laughs a little bit. He says, fucking Necrons. Yeah. We heard reports that they were in the area and knew that they were causing some trouble, but and he kind of toys with the digital scroll. He's kind of like playing with it, and like he even opens it up for a moment and then shuts it back. And says, you don't even know what this is, do you?
No.
You guys shake your head.
What is it?
It's a map.
Oh, I know what those are.
It's a map.
It leads to the loot.
Now, I'm in a position of importance here, but I'm also in a position of need. Now, I do have some capable folk here, but they're not to be trusted necessarily, not with a task like this. So I'm wondering if you might be up to the task for a fun opportunity, maybe beneficial, as it were. I need 3 able-bodied crew members to escort me to an area, and I need ready fighters. Yeah, I need fighters. Are you guys up for a fight?
If there's a good crumpin, lead us to it. We've been itching for a good scrap.
Right. Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
All this talking.
Yeah, so he's going to kind of come towards you guys and meet you in the middle of the room. And he's going to open this digital scroll. And on it were kind of symbols and dots and things you couldn't quite understand. But he's going to touch some of these light up dots, and then it's going to activate almost. And you see that this zooms in, and it looks to be constellations, kind of an area. And he even touches it again, and it zooms in further and swipes for a moment, and you see an image. You see an image of 3 tall rocks that look like fingers kind of coming out of the earth. And he says, this is where we're going. Now I need you guys to be my muscle. I can't do this alone, and I can't trust others. And if you do this, you can lick any green object your heart desires.
Ah.
Orkius is just wide-eyed at this point.
And there's gonna be plenty of crumpin too, right?
Oh yeah, plenty. And he kind of quiets down just a little bit, and he taps one more time, and what you see is it zooms into this giant wall, like of stone, and in that wall it looks to be some sort of opening, like a cave. And he says, "In there's your fight. In there is what you want and what I want, but we got to do it together. Okay?"
Plenty of crumpin, plenty of teeth, and maybe some loot for experiments.
Yeah. All the loot you want, all the teef, whatever you need. Yeah. And he kind of seems really eager to just get going. Like, you get the vibe that look, you're orcs, you're not the smartest folks, but you definitely all of you get the sense, especially you, Grubbins. Grubbins, you've been under multiple captains. You know when somebody's hiding information. Morkius, you kind of, I would say you distrust him. Perhaps you feel that there's just something he's not saying.
I think the hat distrusts him.
Yes, maybe. Okay, you know what? Maybe the hat kind of like squeezes on your head a little bit as he's kind of talking. Graf, you fucking A. You love this guy. Like, he is. He's talking about crumpin. Why wait? Let's go.
Why wait?
Bring on the pine.
Yeah. Yeah. So he basically just finishes up telling you guys, like, we can make this happen. We can get it going, like, right away. He even says, like, I'm sure you saw my beautiful ship out there.
Which one?
Black, gray, fully capable, retrofitted.
Blacks for the Goths. We don't like that color here.
Oi, I used to be a Goth. They was the best clan.
Oh.
And he just kind of looks and says, yes, well, it would be plenty capable of getting us to our destination. Gentlemen, I know that we talked about no weapons. Look, we're men of folk of great importance, all of us. Everybody needs a weapon. Surely you have weapons on board your ship.
Oh, yeah. Many weapons.
Well, let's go ahead and get suited up, get our weapons, and get ready. There's no time to waste.
Yes. WAAAGH.
Can I get a war in the chat?
Yes.
Grubbins is starting to get amped up. He knows this feeling of WAAAGH energy starting to gather. Yes.
Yeah, he kind of steps back for a moment, like a little bit in awe and fear of what you guys are doing. He whistles, without putting fingers to his mouth. He just whistles, and in comes in Jay again once more, and he kind of nods to Jay and points to you guys, and says, Kinsley, Jay Kinsley will get you suited up and ready to go. Speak of this to no one. All of us here, and he points to Jay, he points to you guys, and says, all of us here are in the know. No one else. Understood?
Understood.
Okay. So he is going to stay behind and kind of get ready. Jay's going to lead you guys out, basically the same way you came in. You guys are going to pass through the cantina once more. As you guys pass through, you notice those orcs are no longer laughing at you. In fact, they look very upset. They kind of just stare at you with malintent and snarl.
They're looking for a good scrap.
Think they want to try and have a good crumpin' rowdy.
I'm just gonna blow him a kiss.
And one's okay, you do that, and one of them stands out and steps a little bit and just snarls at you and says, Funny? Funny. And steps back and looks at the others, and they just shake their heads. Are you guys still walking?
I sure hope so, because I went like this because I thought we were still walking.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you hear kind of as you guys leave the room, like the orcs kind of erupt a little bit in anger and kind of you hear some slams against tables and things. But you head back down the hallway, and Jay is going to basically tell you guys, give you a moment, get all your gear, whatever you need, and then escort you onto the Thunderhawk. So we're going to kind of push forward a little bit in time here. We're going to flash forward a little bit. You guys will have a little bit of time to kind of prep, get things ready. But Jay instructs you that you have about an hour, and be prepared to leave, and not. He chooses his words carefully. He says, and return with more spoils. So then he leaves. He starts getting on the Thunderhawk and start prepping a little bit, and you see the servo skull follow him, and he's kind of doing the checks, making the rounds, making sure everything's good on it. But he's going to leave you guys to yourselves to prep. Muted, Mark.
You're muted.
What you doing?
When we're left alone, I will ask the other two orcs.
Why do you think those orcs are here? It's not very common that orcs are on places like this.
Maybe they're prisoners.
They didn't look locked up.
I know.
Why were they mad we were
all prisoners?
Why were they mad that we're free then?
I don't know. They're orcs. Well, I don't know. I just feel like there's something else there with them.
Well, the hat did not like the Umi we were talking to in silver.
Why not?
I don't know. It just kept squeezing my head.
Well, he's promising us a good crumpin' and some loot.
I think he might be lying about something.
There's a good crumpin' and loot right here. I keep looking around. I see orcs. I see humans. That's crumpin'. That's lootin'.
You know what? You are the captain. So,
Well, as captain, I say, we do a little mutiny on this port. I don't think it would take too much to get those orcs on our side. Robbins doesn't think too much that would take. Then there's many of us, and when there's one orc, there's many orcs, and when there's many orcs, there's a crumpin'.
Plus, we can crump here and then crump down there later. 2 crumps for the price of 1.
Multiple crumpins. With an idea like that, you could be captain if I wasn't. Vince doesn't want you to be captain.
The only reason you're in charge, Grot, is because I already have a hat.
Well, I think we go talk to those orcs sneakily. Maybe I go sneak into the place and listen to what they're talking about. Maybe we just rile them up and get them to do the crumping with us for us.
Maybe. Yeah, sounds like a good idea. Good idea, Captain. You go rile them boys up.
Let's go rile some boys up. Okay, with that, Grubbins is like, Grubbins, doing his grubbly little thing. So yeah, he's gonna kind of like be dancing and all happy. And as soon as he steps off the ship, he's kind of serious again, like he hasn't just been plotting and scheming. And yeah, he's gonna make his way back to the bar as sneakily and stealthy as possible. And then try to make his way to those orcs and just like eavesdrop on them for 10 minutes and just see what they're kind of talking about first.
Yeah. So what you give me a presence check. This is going to kind of be for sneak as well.
All right. I rolled a 15, no bonus.
Cool. Yeah, that works for me. Yeah. So you kind of you're able to overhear a few things. I mean, they're not trying to be quiet. They don't think you're in the room, but you're able to overhear that. There's like jealousy. There's a sense of jealousy. You hear that they discuss needing a good crumpin, needing a good fight, but they're wanting to be kind of the alpha, the orcs here. So as soon as they saw you, they kind of get this idea of you're imposing on their territory. You do see that the one that kind of stepped to Morkius a little bit, maybe is the one in charge. He's the bigger orc. He's definitely the bigger orc. But they kind of all argue amongst themselves. So it could be another Freeboota crew. But you do hear the phrase like without proof. And you hear it over like without proof, they're nothing. They're nothing. And they just keep kind of talking shit about you guys. They're nothing without proof. They got nothing. This is our turf. They know who's good. They know who does the jobs. They don't do jobs. And then you hear some chuckling and laughter, and then you hear from another orc say something like, "This ship is shit. This your coin. It's shit." And they all just chuckle. And yeah, so you just get the sense that like you've kind of stepped on their territory. They seem to have like they're not being bothered by anybody. They seem to have like a deal worked out essentially. Give me another presence roll. I got some info, but I'm gonna need a good presence roll here.
Ooh, 5.
Yeah, you see that. I'll say Jay. Jay goes back over there. He kind of enters, and he's able to talk to them a little bit, and even like kind of nods his head with them, and is putting his arms up, like trying to explain a situation essentially. But you don't really hear what they're talking about, and he leaves. But yeah, you really just get the sense that like you guys are the imposition, and you're the ones that have kind of imposed upon their turf.
All right. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna sneak out of there and try to make my way back to our ship, to the other two, to my crew.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna crump us more than anything else. They don't like us here. There's many more of them than there are of us too.
Yeah, there's about 3 or 4. Like, I mean, you guys are 3 in a hat. They're like 5 to 6. I'm gonna say 6 of them. There's 6 orcs, and they're all pretty sizable. I would say the leader seems to be a little bit bigger than Graf.
They won't listen to me. No way. I'm just a little grot. Maybe we carry on our original plan and get on that ship, that black one.
Whatever you say, Captain.
All right. Morkius, anything?
I'm just going along with this weird charade Graf is doing.
Yeah, you guys are given time to kind of get your stuff together, get everything sorted. I would assume you're going to kind of load up on all the gear and stuff that you found.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Grab
Cool.
those flares, grab that bolt pistol, the med kit. Yeah. The shovel.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, so after you guys get that all set, Jay is basically going to kind of see you guys off, and then Sid's comes in, and he's dressed the way he was before, but he has a little bit more of that kind of chest armor on. It looked to be ceremonial at one point, and now it seems to be a little bit more I don't know, with purpose. Looks like he kind of attached a few things to his person to be a little bit more defensible. He's got his bolt pistol at his side and his long sword on the other side, and as he walks, the other crew members that are kind of around taking care of their other ships just kind of nod at him, and maybe even look a little suspiciously as he starts getting closer to you guys, like kind of a wondering, like, what's happening here? Something's going on. Yeah, and he's gonna see Jay off. Jay's gonna just kind of head back into the hallway. Door closes. He gets in the Thunderhawk gunship, and you guys jumping in.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the red lights come down for one more time. So it all shuts off, goes to red, and then blinks back up. And the bay doors are going to open the same way that they opened for you guys upon entry. And he's in the cockpit. He knows what he's doing. Grubbins, you're impressed. I mean, Sid's seems to be well attuned with this ship. Like, he's known it for some time. He's an older Hume. Like, you really typically don't see them this old if you've ever seen a Hume like this. He's got that gray beard, which kind of matches. I think Morkius, you have the squid attached to your face. Who's got a beard squid? Yeah, Graf. That's right. Graf's got the beard squid. Yeah, you have
What are
the.
you talking about?
That I just because you have a giant beard, Logan. That's why I just think of it.
Visual listeners on Patreon can see how gorgeous I am. So
Yeah, for the small price of $5, it's worth it.
no, yeah, I think it's worth it.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, he's going to fly the ship out of here, and he has the digiscroll basically in front of him, just kind of opened up, and he's just checking it and types in a few different things. And what are you guys doing as he's flying this out?
I'm just contemplating the universe.
Okay.
Grubbins is just watching him pilot, trying to learn some new tricks. And also just like every time that scroll comes out, he kind of eyes it a little bit more, and a little bit more greed opens up. And every time he sees it, I get a little more, I must have it. So that's what I'm up to.
I would say you're able to, if you're watching and just kind of studying, yeah, you're able to pick up some piloting skill a little bit. So just in case, I'm going to just say, Grubbins, go ahead, and you're going to get a +1 on any sort of presence checks that comes with piloting.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. And then Graf, what are you doing?
Checking over everything and all of his gear, his coat, and then look at the last 2 remaining vials of the good stuff. And then in the slot where he had the third one that he shot up in the last episode, for those that didn't know, is the secret item that he found from the crate.
Mm-hmm.
Just checking to make sure that was still there.
Okay.
So
Cool. Yeah, so Sid's is flying this. You can really just see out of the cockpit, and that's kind of it. And he's basically got this thing tuned in. It knows where he's going, all of it. And you guys see that what comes into view is a very small planet. It might even be what could be a moon of the planet that you guys were originally on, Alpha Primus, as it were. So this could be possibly a moon to that. It looks lush, very different in comparison. It almost has like a blue and green hue to it. It's not glowing green though, Logan. It's not glowing green or anything. Okay. Yeah. And he's flying it down. I mean, he doesn't, I would say he doesn't seem super concerned. Yeah. You guys are able to, I mean, I want to give you an opportunity to chat with him a little bit while he's kind of piloting this thing down, just in case you guys want.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just watching him. He pulls out this scroll again another time, and I say,
So where does that lead?
Well, you'll see, because we're coming up on it. And so we're you guys are kind of burning into the atmosphere at this point. And he's kind of shaking in it, but you guys are standing steady because you're all pretty heavy. Grubbins, maybe you're clinging onto the back of the chair or something like that. But you guys are burning in, and once the clouds just kind of part from the cockpit area, the windows, you see black obsidian stone. Sea. You see water. You see water crashing upon black obsidian, beautiful ornate stone. And then upon that, like almost beach-like and trees. It's tropical, it's lush. But the cliffside of this is what kind of stands out to you. It's this dark rock, like I said, obsidian, and it just juts out, and it's gorgeous, almost geometric in this pattern of this rock face. And the Thunderhawk swoops down more into the clearing. And so atop this cliff just goes back this huge tree line, all these beautiful green trees. There's you can see it kind of comes down the cliff a little bit and then goes to like a beach. But as he's flying it across the edge of this cliff, you do note that there's those three large finger-like rocks coming out the edge. All of you can see it plain as day. And they're quite noticeable because they're not the same color as the black obsidian wall, the cliff. They're like almost a red, like a rust red, very similar to the dirt that you guys were on with Alpha Primus. Yeah, and he says, that right there, that's where we're going. And go ahead.
It looks beautiful.
It is. Dangerous, though. That's why you're here. We need you. Everybody ready? Get ready for landing.
We better have a sensible company.
Okay. Yeah, he's going to fly this down. And basically, as he gets closer, you do see the opening of this cliff face. And there's like a giant tunnel, what looks like. And then behind that would be those three rocks, basically signaling where it is. So he comes down low, and it almost looks like he's going to crash into this cliff face. You guys get the sense that maybe this Humi is a little bit cooked, a little bit crazy. But yeah, he flies it right in. It's big enough to incorporate the Thunderhawk. Comes in, lights kick on. Black obsidian flashes on the sides of you guys, and you see him just piloting this through this cavern. And then it opens up, and you can kind of notice black shimmers underneath the ship. And as he slows down, you notice that it's water. And he slows it down, turns the ship 90, and then slowly begins to descend. And you feel it touch solid ground. Lights kick on inside the ship, and as you can see outside, he's basically landed on some sort of natural platform, just kind of like this rocky crag there that's flattened out. And you guys are in this cave. Yep. And he says, "All right, get ready. We're here."
What kind of crumping are we gonna be expecting down here?
I don't know, but you better be ready.
Oh, we're ready. We're orcs. Ready. We're always ready.
And he turns to Graf and Morkius, not paying Grebbins any attention, and he looks at you guys and kind of darts his eyes back and forth and says, "You two, watch out. Be ready." Because he knows you're kind of the muscle of the group. Both of you guys are obviously bigger than Grebbins. And he's going to say again, "Is there anything else on you that your captain gave you? Anything?" He just stays finger pointed at you guys.
Well, I have his spyglass, but...
He looks down.
He also gave us his captain's hat.
Okay.
I have a skull fragment.
His eyes widen. Skull? What kind of skull?
My kind of skull.
He gets up and he starts walking towards you. Says, "Let me see. Let me see it."
I'm going to hold it in my hand, but like this, so that it can't come out of my hand.
Okay. Yeah, he comes up with confidence. He walks up at you, despite you towering over him. He's going to look at it and he says, "Do you know what this is?"
No.
Okay. Well, why don't I just take this off your hands then?
No.
Okay. Well, when it comes time, I need you to be ready.
No.
All right. And with that, he just kind of ignores you. He starts gearing. He pulls the bolt pistol from his side. He double checks it. He makes sure he's good. And he starts looking at you guys. Gerald, cat just jumped on you. I love that. That's cute. You guys got to jump on the Patreon and watch this. It's just funny. There's so many good moments, little things that happen on video. He's just gearing up, getting ready. He's kind of looking at you guys like as if to say, like, "Are you guys set, ready to go?"
Grebbins is ready.
He pats his trusty new las gun.
The hat and I already. The hat's actually going to move a little bit like this.
Okay. Yeah, and so then he walks off, and he motions you guys down the ramp from the Thunderhawk, and what you guys are met with is a twisting series of like tunnels carved in what seems to be eroded from the water. Very little light. I mean, the only light that's really coming from is the ship itself. Otherwise, it's black. You can see shimmers of black from the water just down off of the platform. No idea how deep it is. The rocks on the side shimmer as well. It's this beautiful obsidian. And he kind of motions one direction specifically and then jumps off the platform and splashes. And it only goes up to about his knees. What are you guys doing?
I'll climb up onto Graf's shoulders and say, "Graf, you ready? Graf, 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 you re
Let's go. Yeah.
We're getting ready for a nice big war.
I guess.
Not yet, but soon.
Ooh, all right.
Jump off.
Yeah, so you jump off, you splash in the water. It only comes up to maybe your ankle. It's dark. Like you guys are not really able to see much at this point. He starts kind of walking a little bit in one direction towards the mouth of this farther tunnel, but he reaches in his coat and pulls out a light and smashes it with his hand, and it illuminates. It illuminates this orange glow, and he holds it in front of him, pistol in the other hand, and starts walking. And as he's walking, he's really starting to trudge a little bit more water, so it's coming up to almost like waist height. And he's walking down, motioning for you guys to join.
Yeah, I'll crack a flare too. Maybe I'll crack one for everyone and just toss everyone a flare.
I'm going to make Court happy, and I'm going to do what Gandalf did, and I'm going to light the end of my staff.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Sweet. Love it. Yeah, you do. You guys all got flares going and the light at the end of your staff. Cool. Yep. He kind of starts walking with greater haste. And you guys just kind of follow him through this series of caverns and tunnels, and he seems to kind of know where he's going. But you do see, like, from the back view, because you're following, you're letting him lead the way. He keeps looking down, and it appears that he might have the scroll with him. And so he continues to walk, but he stops for a moment, and all is silent. And he looks down and he looks around, and he looks back at you guys and says, "Be fucking ready." Okay. You can see he's starting to shake a little bit. Like he's a little unsure. And so you guys make your way down through now what seems to be a long ongoing tunnel. Singular. Everybody give me a presence check.
Nat 20, baby.
Fuck!
Getting a
11 plus 1, so I got 12.
Okay.
I got a
Grubbins?
10.
10? Okay. Graph. With your light, you're going to see, you're going to start seeing bones. You start kind of kicking them on your walk. You start wondering what's going on. You start seeing that beneath the surface, there seems to be bones. And you look towards where the water touches the obsidian walls, and there's piles of bones lining this tunnel. Morpheus, you see the same thing. You, as a weird boy, get a real strong presence of something malevolent. I want you to describe a little bit what you're doing as you feel that. You sense that there's this disturbance and almost this pressure on you.
I'm going to start not hyperventilating, but like breathing a little harder because it's it's stressing me out. It's making me anxious. It's making the bird anxious because it's not happy about this either. And then I'm gonna sorry, takes a second to get my voice ready for my normal voice. I'm gonna go, something isn't right here. It's not safe.
This is a lot. This is a lot of dead boys.
Yes. And in fact, Graph, you get a strong sense of malevolence, but you feel that you're confident enough to handle whatever comes your way. In fact, your mind goes towards something that you have found, something on you that may be of great use ahead. You're not sure exactly, but you know that maybe there's a connection between where you are now, the feeling you have, and something that you have found earlier. Morkius, looking around, you actually can kind of see glowing red symbols carved into these walls. At first, they were hardly visible because they're huge. And now that you're starting to see similar patterns as you cross through this tunnel, you're starting to see that what wasn't random geometry from nature is now some sort of ancient symbol continuing throughout the tunnels. Glowing red, but it emits no light on anything but your mind.
Do I know what they mean?
You do not.
Okay.
But you get a sense that you do not like it.
There is evil in this cave.
And Sid says, "Shh, shut up. What did I say? Be ready. Evil, good, emperor, brothers, I don't give a fuck what comes out of here. You are going to be ready, and I'm going to get what I want." His attitude has like completely changed at this point, and he's focused.
Can I hit him with my staff? Like, just to see if I can knock him out? We could take the map.
Sure.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
I just had this image of Mermaid Man from SpongeBob just going, evil!
Yeah, I noticed I was going that direction, and I had to back up a little bit. I'm like, hang on. Not
You
that.
roll a strength for it?
Yes, I got a dirty 20.
Okay. Fuck. Okay, so you swing your staff at him. Tell me how you're doing it.
I'm gonna walk up right. I'm just gonna casually walk up behind him, lift it with both hands, and then just come straight down on top of his skull.
All right, fuck. I'm gonna roll for him as well. Ooh, you got a dirty 20?
Yeah.
Fuck. I rolled a 19.
The only reason I got that dirty 20, I have +1 strength. If I
Okay.
didn't have that, I would have made it.
As he sees you come down with your staff, and he pulls his bolt pistol up at you in defense. It is of no use. That staff is coming down quicker than he can draw. Whack! Bam! And it smacks him. Give me a. What does your staff do as far as like melee goes? Does it say?
I don't know. It just says D4. But
Yeah, give me D4.
I've just been using it as fireball the whole time.
Give me a D4.
3.
Okay. Yep. All right. He's going to take 3 damage. It hits him, and he goes down. He splashes into the water, and you see he is knocked out and floating there. In fact, he's almost starting to sink a little bit.
Grubbins is going to jump down quickly and run and grab that the map.
And I'm just gonna take my staff, and I'm just gonna put it in the middle of his shoulders and just slide, make sure he goes down. It's gonna make sure this goes right.
Down you go.
Okay. Oh my gosh. I out of game, I did not expect this. So I'm really excited to play this. Good.
I was like, eventually we're going to do something he wasn't ready for. Oh, here it is. I'm going to kill the character that he wanted to use. Take his teeth. Well, he's not dead yet. I'm drowning him. Give me a minute.
Give him a minute. He's working on it.
Yeah, I'm working on it. God. Someone calm down, chat. Calm down.
He's bubbles are starting to go, and he sinks with ease as you push him down. Okay. Grubbins, you've got the scroll.
All right, now Grubbins is back at it. Let's keep going.
He was leading us into something deceitful and would abandon us. Therefore, he must die.
I don't care. He's just a stupid human.
It's just a homie. We all knew we would have crumped him as soon as we were done.
I'm just sad you didn't let us crump him with you.
For reals.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's keep going in the direction Sid was leading us, I think. Grubbins has no idea how to work that fucking map, by the way.
It's singular at this point. Like it looked like he was just kind of double checking and things. The map essentially just shows images of like almost like an overview, like it was sending signal in the surrounding areas, and you can kind of see that it was the series of tunnels you guys were going through, and now it's one tunnel. Like the map basically just shows that you guys are heading down this long tunnel, but to the edge of that, you don't see anything.
Grubbins uses his big brain and figures it out. We keep going down here.
Yeah, after I would say a good like near hour, the presence of your guys' walk is heavy. It is much heavier than before. You get a sense of hatred, and yeah, you guys are walking through, and then after about an hour, you are met. Go ahead, Logan.
Before we get there, I did kill him, right? Like he's for sure dead now.
He sank. Like so, he had armor. Remember, he had armor on.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys.
I just want to make sure when I said I held my stick to make sure he went down, I wanted him to die. I didn't want him to pop up again later.
I would say you're fairly sure that this guy is not making it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
New ship. I like it.
With that, when you did sink him down, though, I do want to note that like, the symbols that were kind of glowing red in your mind started to ease a little bit, almost not as blinding as they were before.
The hat's gonna whisper, "You made the right choice."
Yeah. You guys may we're going to continue down the hallway or the tunnel, and what you see before you as you kind of turn just slightly to this like edgeway is a huge, like it opens up big time into like a 100-foot tall stone and yet also metal door, blocked, just singular. You see that there is metal entwined in stone cracks. You see that there is metal aligned atop the door, and not for any sort of reinforcement purposes, but almost as if it is one with the stone. It is almost melted in. And this great stone door looms over you guys. And across the front of this door is markings that seem to match what is on the skull fragment.
Should I do a perception roll to see if I can figure out where the skull fragment goes?
Yep. Give me a presence check.
That's right. Presence.
Mm-hmm.
What's perception? There's no perception in this game.
Well, we would use presence.
11.
Okay. You don't see any slot necessarily for the skull. Like it's a flat wall. That's a door, essentially. There's no keyhole. There's no handle. There's nothing but these carved symbols. Yeah. You guys approaching? Like, how close are you?
Do a presence roll, but for a different reason.
Okay. What reason would that be? I'm curious.
I'm DMing that to you.
Oh, Gerald is okay.
18 plus 1. So
Holy shit. Okay. Fuck me. All right, tell me what you're doing, because I'm gonna allow what you're doing.
Graf feels a urge, like something's just kind of thumping in his chest. He's grabbing at his chest, and then he's feeling that thumping is coming from what's in that little pocket. And then he grabs it and pulls it out. So I guess I'll go ahead and reveal to the chat. So the secret item that I got from my nat 20 was a little scroll full of some symbols that I thought I couldn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
So
you made a presence roll of 18.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
With a +1 bonus, so 19.
So you guys, Grubbins and Morkius, you see Graf, your former captain, pull out an unknown item, a scroll, and he's staring at it, and his eyes begin to widen a little bit. Graf, unknowingly, you're walking towards the store. Unknowingly, you feel drawn to it. And you hear in your mind, blood brings promise. Promise brings change. Change brings promise.
That is a terrifying slogan for a presidential candidate.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm just jotting that down real quick.
What are you running for office?
President Court 2030.
No, it'd be 2028, right?
2028. Sorry, 2028.
Yeah, 2028.
I can't math right now.
I'm like, what do you mean 2030? What happens between 2028 and 2030?
You'll see.
What do you know? What's in that scroll that you know what the next election's going to be like?
And then in your mind, just because the chat really influenced me for a moment, and I have to fucking do it. In your mind, Graf, when you hear and feel these words, blood brings promise, promise brings change, change brings promise. You have this flashing image just for a second of an animal that you've probably never even seen before. You can just imagine it, but it's clear as day. It's this white, ivory, shining, four-legged animal, long hair coming off of its kind of longish neck with a big snout, a tail of long hair, and it's just pure white, and it's galloping, like running through a field. That's for Alpha Primus. That's a little bit of a white pony there, because I heard a Deftones reference in the chat. I saw it because of Change, so we're bringing it full circle. White Pony is the album that has the song Change by the Deftones on it, so there we go. Yes. Anyways, good stuff. You are drawn to the store, and you've never had a greater urge to crump. You want to fucking fight right now.
Come on then. Where's the crumpet at?
And it echoes. Your voice echoes through this long cavern. And what you hear behind you guys... Hang on, I just got to think about this for a second. Okay. What you hear behind you is sloshing. Just briefly. And you hear a click. And you hear in this kind of half choked voice, right fucking here, and I told you to be ready. And you turn and see Sid's pointing a bolt pistol. He's just drenched in blood, just head to toe, and he points a bolt pistol and he turns it straight towards Morkius and rises his arm up a little bit, just so slightly, and fires a shot directly at the hat.
Everywhere.
And I think that's probably where we'll end our session for tonight.
Oh, god damn.
Oh, no.
Bird feathers everywhere.
Oh.
Yikes.
You leave the hat alone.
Yeah, I think we're definitely going to end it there. The last thing you see is just an explosion out of the chamber of this bolt pistol.
You're only doing this because I killed your NPC.
You're just salty because we're better at this game than you.
Yeah. How's that my fault?
So, yes. Yeah, we're definitely going to be we will definitely be finishing it up in the next session, which is going to be great. But yeah, so end on a fun little cliffhanger.
I love it. Yeah, we've had some nice little adventures in that one. Some flip-floppy captainships going on. We almost started a nice little revolution on the spaceport, but those orcs didn't seem friendly.
I'm not sure there are many friendly orcs, but yeah.
Wow.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
How dare you? Very cool. Well, that was a lot of fun. Sounds like we got one more episode at least of the WaaaRghPG. So hope you guys all come join us on the next episode. And yeah, it's been fun. Thanks, Court, for putting some stuff together, and Gerald and Logan for joining.
Sure thing. Yeah. Thank you guys.
Yeah, and thanks for the Patreons and the chat and all that kind of stuff. Quick shout outs. Come check out Lorehammer Listener Lore. If you like homebrew lore, you can come check out my separate podcast feed, Lorehammer Listener Lore. I'll read it out.
Yeah. Hydro Thoughts. Big shout out to Hydro Thoughts. There you go. Had to do it for you.
Wonder who Hydro Thoughts is. Oh, wait, that's me. Come check me out on YouTube.
Nice.
And then come check out Grimlore if you want to hear more about Warhammer Fantasy and a little bit of Age of Sigmar. So there you go.
Yeah. I'm not going to do a shout out, but I'm going to say this, like, thank you to the patrons and Patreon. Thank you guys to anybody that's listening to this. Thank you to folks that just support the show, whether it's just listening or monetarily. That's great. If you guys have ideas for other RPG stuff, let us know. If there's stuff that you want to hear or see from the show, I think we're kind of opening some fun doors here. And yeah, so I just want to say thank you guys. A big shout out to all the folks in the chat, all the folks listening, and much love.
Much love. I love it. All right. We'll see you all on the next episode. Adios.